Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. We are here again for yet another off-season, an off-season of a pretty disappointing end to the season. I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna move on from it, and we're gonna go through it. We're gonna hit the entry draft. Let's see what happens, I guess. Now, first off, I do want to take a look to see if there's any possible offers for Travis Sanheim, who is, of course, going to be expiring this year. Evan Bouchard's up to an 84, which is nice. Obviously, like I said, Sanheim's contract expires this season, and unfortunately, he's going to have to go just because he doesn't want an extension anymore, and his extension or his asking price is also absurd. So, man, I don't want Blake Wheeler. I know he expires. We're going to go Edmonton because I don't want him in the Eastern Conference. So, there you go. Have fun with him, Edmonton. I mean, there is a world where Zamula or Rassinen can fit into our NHL team next season. Not sure what I'm going to do about that yet, though. We'll of course take a look at that. Oh my, McGrath's already up to a 70. Amari McGrath, my God. Damn. That's awesome. Carter Hart still an 89. Can't really complain about that. Honestly, I was going to say a little surprised Sandstrom didn't get a bit of a boost, but he ended up falling off the later half of the season, although so did everybody else on this team. I'm just checking to see if there are any drastic overall changes. Giroux back up to an 86. Couturier back up to an 88. I think Patrick was a 90, so he's now a 91. And Konechny was a 92, and he's now a 91, I believe. Frost still an 84, although Fairby up to an 84. Voracek down to an 82. Rupstov, I think, was an 81. Lawton down to an 80. Obey Kubel wasn't playing with us. Stasiak hopefully we'll make the NHL this season. I'm praying. And then defensively, obviously, we saw Bouchard, and Ghost is now down to an 84. A little worrisome just because obviously his contract is quite a significant cap hit. And of course, a lot of money is going to be going to Evan Bouchard this coming season. So, although Bouchard and Ghost will expire the same season, so I guess that's not too bad, but yeah, there we go. We will sim to our pick down here in the 23rd position of the draft here in the first round. Let's see who went first. Henriksen and Medium Elite goes first, then Wilsey, O'Donnell, Cam, Brodeen, Jensen, Karppinen, Dwyer, Corbett, Punanovs, Barker. Honestly, a lot of decent picks up here, although I saw a couple of medium top 9 forwards and medium top 6D, so let's see if we can hopefully get something better than that. We have Guillermo Fiddler, Zachary Lindsay, Dorian Kemp, Danny Helms. Might go for Dorian Kemp just because he's a Wildcat and I'm from Moncton. Yeah, I mean, Cody Rossau, he's a pretty interesting player. He's a guaranteed medium top 4 OFD. That's very interesting. That is very interesting, actually. I'm going to go for Dorian Kemp. Let's see if he's any good. 6'4", two-way forward, 65 overall, and medium top 6. That's honestly not bad at all. Let's just take a look at the draft class. I'm honestly very interested in that defenseman. Let's see. Rasu. I really don't know how you pronounce his name, but projected to go at the end of the first round. So I'm just going to sim to the start of the next round. Let's see if he's been taken, because if not, I might honestly trade up to take him, potentially. This could be risky, because I wouldn't be able to get the Sharks pick, but if the Devils take him, then obviously he's off the board. But I wonder how much value this pick... Jesus Christ, that's a lot of value. I was not expecting that, not gonna lie. If I had known, I would have just kept, who was it? I would have just kept Meyer, or not Meyer, sorry. Oh my God, Sanheim here, and would have added him to this trade. We've got a few decent prospects I guess I could add. Is New Jersey, they're a conservative buyer, so they obviously want someone that can help. This is tough. I mean, could add a forward, could add a defenseman, could add a goalie. Don't really know if I can really make this trade go through, unfortunately. You know what, let's just see if he gets taken here or second. Chekimovs goes to New Jersey. San Jose takes Ellison. And that means he should still be there, but let's just make sure. Rosu or Rossell. Oh, there's also this McBride guy. And as well Harrison. He's also a gem. Maybe we should go for Jack Harrison here. Apparently he has no weaknesses. Interesting. That is very interesting. Cooper McBride also apparently has no weaknesses. Obviously Rosu had some weaknesses, or a weakness, I guess. I feel like Columbus definitely takes him here, though. I guess, of course, we can add our draft pick to this. That's a lot less value. And Columbus, they're a buyer. Well, that sucks as well. I was hoping for someone that was a seller, so then I could give them a prospect, because that would just make more sense. But unfortunately, that, isn't really likely. What if we give our second and our 2 sevenths in this draft? Will that go through? It will not. I really don't know what I could even do to make that go through. I'm going to take the risk and see if he goes. Anthony ends up getting taken, so what about Colorado's pick now? They were a conservative seller, so we could add a prospect to this, and you know what? I kind of have a plan. So let's take a look at our prospects, I guess. We've got Stasiak, who I want to keep. Kemp, obviously, I want to keep. McLennan, I'd like to keep. Although Lysel or Lysel, I think he can go. Fabian Lysel, I don't fucking know. Whatever. He can be traded here. And then a goalie, maybe. Jesper Wallstead. I mean, not honestly too opposed to it. Yeah, that's quite a low amount of value, but maybe. Let's see if maybe we can add an Ottawa fourth to this. Will that go through? That will go through. All right, so we have the next selection in the draft. This is the 4th overall selection here in the second round, and we're gonna go for Cody Arasu, the 5'11". Oh my. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that at all. A 71 overall, medium top 4 out of the draft. That's insane. That is awesome. That is a huge, huge pick. Cody Rasu. We're going to go for Rasu. Cody Rasu, either way, welcome to the team. And then I would like to move on a couple of picks. I would like to try and get Jack Harrison here as well. So let's just sim a few picks. Nielsen goes. Not a bad pick. McBride, not a bad pick. Jack. Oh, fuck you, Pittsburgh. Fuck you. I was gonna go for the Islanders pick there to see if we could get him. He's pretty good. Obviously, our pick is, much better, but can't complain. Interested about Colin Barabal, though. He could be an elite. Same thing for Rylan Fathe. I have no fucking clue. Barabal definitely does look like the higher opportune player, though. I wonder if he's going to be elite. I feel like he'd be a medium top 6. You know what? Why not? Let's try and make another trade here. I'm gonna add our 2 sevenths and our second rounder. I was gonna say that should go through. Unfortunately, it won't. They're a conservative seller, which means I can give them a prospect as well. I can just give them a lower end one because the value to this is almost already through. Let's go for bigs here. Who's that? Scott Biggs. That was someone we drafted, but I mean, he's honestly pretty decent. Maybe not. Let's go for someone else then. What about Henriksen? Carl Henriksen, sure. No, the Islanders would actually have too many skaters, so I'd have to give them someone that's unsigned. What can we do for that then? We can go for Falk or Goligoski. Edward Falk, 66 out of 19. He's a medium top 9. Sure. Let's do that, and that should go through. Yeah, alright. There we go. That's another pick here in the second round. Of course, we traded away our second round pick and our 7th rounders, but Colin Barabel, welcome to the team. He's a medium top 6 center sniper. Interesting. You don't see that too often. Decent stats, very good shooting stats, though. Honestly, and I'm pretty happy with that. This draft has been pretty damn solid so far. Oh, wow, a guaranteed medium starter here in Steven Granato. Not that we need a goalie, so obviously not going to be going for him. Gaspard Potvin is interesting because he could be pretty good. And that would have been perfect for our pick, really. But obviously we don't have a pick till the 3rd round now, which we're just going to sim to that selection because why not? I might go for Pascal Castonguay right away, although he's a guaranteed enforcer. Maybe not. Might go for Clarence Gerby here. Bit of an overager. But maybe an elite. He's probably going to be a low or medium top 9, though. Yeah, medium top 9. I mean, a 63 medium top 9. Could be worse. He's got a very good shot, to be fair, for his overall. So we will sim to the 4th round now. Let's see if there's anything decent out here. Ooh, this guy's almost a guaranteed low top 6. Clifford Yasina. Let's go for Clifford Chasina. He's a low top 9. Not great, but at least he was a top 9 and not like a bottom 6 or an AHL player. Anything out here? We have a guaranteed low 7th, which honestly seems to be one of the better potentials so far. Just sorting it by potential, though. Is there anything out there? There's a couple potential elites and a couple potential medium top 6s. This one is Joel Newberry here is almost a guaranteed low top 6. Low top 4, almost guaranteed an Ian Egan. Not really looking, or not really liking what I'm seeing here out of the rest of this draft, to be honest. Might trade away my picks here because we've had a very successful draft so far, and I mean, honestly, why I don't really feel like we need our last 2 picks here, a 5th and a 6th. Let's go to a seller. Let's go to Boston, I guess. Why not? Let's see if there's anyone on the block for them I could maybe take. Goalies? No? Okay. Anyone that's decent that could maybe even help our team out? Brad Marchand. Guessing he's expiring. He is. Does he have an extension? He does not. Interestingly enough. Tyson Barrie down to an 80 overall. My God. Oh, that contract. Nola Chari. You any good, brother? Decent 4th liner in all fairness. But honestly, kind of more intrigued about a defenseman. Calvin DeHaan isn't that bad. It's kind of a big cap hit, though. I don't know why he's an offensive defenseman. He's a very good 2-way defenseman. I think I'm just gonna keep going for a little bit. See if we can find something else here. Maybe do another trade with Calgary. See, is there any decent defenseman maybe I could take from them? Is that Patrick? Yeah, Patrick Nemeth. Very solid defensively. He is very fucking slow, though. No thank you. That is just too slow for my liking. Let's continue on. I might have to really pick up the pace here since we only have a minute to go. My God, Dallas looks good. Defensively, though, John Moore is basically their best option. Because I'm obviously not looking for anyone that is too good. What about LA, though? Tobias Bjornfot. He's got a lot of value, unfortunately. Sean Dursey, also a lot of value. He's a righty, though. And I kind of need a lefty more than anything. Who's this guy? Mikey Anderson. He is a lefty, but does not really seem ideal for our situation. What about the Islanders? My God. We've got 18 seconds really to make a decision. Travis Dermott. Decent amount of value, though. Who's that? Matthew Robertson. What about Matthew Robertson? Will that go through? That will not. Alright, well. Let's just go to our draft picks. I'll add some picks next season. Will that go through? That will not. And guess we're taking someone. You know what? A low top 9, honestly, not that bad. In Matanen. Yeah, not that bad for where we're at, I guess. I'm going to go for Kreshman here. The German, the 18-year-old. He's a medium bottom 6. So, honestly, though, I can't really complain about this draft. The first 3 selections were very, very good. In Kemp, Rosu, and Barabal, and Gerby wasn't too bad either. So, you know what? I'm pretty happy about that, and honestly, that builds towards the future of this team a fair amount, I'd like to think. I feel like that could genuinely help us a lot and kind of have a, revolving door where we have players making the team always, and we never really struggle for prospects. So that's the hope, at least. But let's see who's currently expiring. We have Alex Barré-Boulet, who is expiring. Does not want an extension. Does not want a lot of money, though. Oh, man. So he had 26 points last season. By far a career high for him. The postseason, he was pretty poor. Not that I really expect him to put up many points in the postseason, but he had a pretty good regular season. I mean, he's a decently well-rounded player. Definitely better offensively. I'm gonna offer him like 1.5 for a year, and we'll see if he takes it. If he doesn't take it, then we'll move on from Barré-Boulet. And my God, Jacob Voracek wants $5 million. I know it's only for a season, but it is Jacob Voracek. I would like to bring him back, so Jesus, alright. Well, this does not look very good for us, ladies and gentlemen. There is actually a fair amount of money that may be going out here. German Rupstov, I would like to bring back. He's one of our best penalty killers. Scott Lund does not want an extension. He wants a decent amount of money as well. I will release him. Emily Rassinen, I think I'm gonna release him as well. He's very good defensively, but bring in some new faces for the AHL. Reese. We signed him last year. What's the name? Jamison Reese. Pretty damn solid offensive stats, I'm not gonna lie. This guy could honestly make the team this season. He wants a 2-way deal. I'm gonna give him a 3-year deal on a 2-way. Just to see if he wants that. Stasiak does not want an extension, which means he wants NHL money, which I do not like at all. But I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give him a 1-year deal. Why not, I guess. Wyatt Wiley, really good in the AHL last season. He's far more superior defensively, but he did so good offensively. But again, I think I'm going to release him. McLennan, I would like to sign. I'm just going to give him a 3-year deal. Give him a bit of a raise as a 2-way, so I'm not too worried about it. DeSalvatore also does not want an extension. Samuel Morin, I'm going to release. Is that Zach? Oh, Zaid Wisdom, sorry. Very high offensive. My God. I mean, a bottom 6, I'm just going to release him, I think. Tyson Forster. Very good offensively. Was he playing last season? He was not. I'm just going to release him as well. Is that Cody? Yeah, Cody Sauer. Oh my, holy puck skills. Jesus Christ. I'm going to sign him. Just because he could be really good. He could be really good. Fritzmeyer, Steven Fritzmeyer. We are going to sign him. Pretty solid offenseman. He can get his entry-level contract. As well, I didn't realize Sauer was also getting his ELC. Matt Fraze, wicked in college. Damn. I'm going to also offer him his ELC. Hedin, though, not very good. I'm going to release him. Numelin, I mean, he's a low top 4. That's a lot of money. I know it's an ELC, but still. I think I'm going to release him. I mean, 65 and 19 isn't very good, and 63 at 20 also isn't very good. So Neatnick is also gone. And then what about goalies? Felix Sandstrom, I mean, he did fine as the backup. I'm not really opposed to bringing him back. I'm going to bring him back on a 1-year deal, though, just because, yeah, I don't know what I plan on doing for goalies. So let's advance a day, and let's see who signs. So Voracek, Sandstrom, Rustov, all accept. Beret-Boulet rejects, which means we will we'll have to get a new bottom 6 forward then. Fritzmeyer, Sauer, Reese, McLennan, Stasiak, Fraze, all accept. So, I mean, that gives me a pretty good idea of what our teams are going to look like. Julius Honka, I was waiting on to see how much money I still had. He wants a 3-year deal, and I'd rather give him a 2-year deal. Can I lower that a decent amount, though, to that contract and to Salvatore? I was also waiting on because I wanted to see how much money we had. So there are those two, and I think that's it for skaters. Beret-Boulet, of course, but he will be getting released. So now, like I said, well, I guess let's advance today to see if those players sign, renew, and renew. There we go. Very good. All right, so now, like I said, we can get an idea of what this team could look like. So forward core, we have Konechny, Patrick, Couturier, Giroux, Farabee, Frost. That's 6. Then Lindblom, Voracek, Ratcliffe, Rupstov. I'm thinking Reese and Stasiak are the other forwards. So really don't need to sign a forward, at least for the NHL. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 AHL forwards, but do I want to sign Kemp? No, he was in one of the Canadian leagues. All of these guys were in the Canadian league. So Kemp and Bearball, I was hoping to sign them, but unfortunately, since they're in the Canadian leagues, I don't think that's a good idea. So we'll have to sign 2 AHL forwards. I mean, what about Goligoski? No, never mind. All right, on to the defensemen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I definitely need an NHL defenseman. I mean, I could take the risk on Zamula or DeSalvatore, but I don't know how I feel about that. Igor Zamula was obviously sick last season in the AHL. This is very good, and he's got really solid stats in all fairness. And DeSalvatore, very good defensively, unbelievably slow though. So let's just take a look at the AHL defense, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't need to sign an AHL defenseman, but I'm going to sign Cody Rossau. What did I decide on? Cody Rossau? Yeah, I think Rossau makes a little more sense. And then for goalies, of course, Hart and Sandstrom will be the tandem again. McGrath, the AHL starter, and we'll have to sign a AHL goalie to back him up. So Rossau accepts, cool, and we can go to free. Once we hit free agency, yeah, the first thing I want to do is take a look at our scouts to see if there are better scouts out there. So we have only 10 scouts currently, so I can sign a bunch. Just looking for the best of the best that's out there. Merrick Scrastons. I'm just gonna offer some contracts to these guys, just because it'll help our prospect pool for the future, and hopefully we get more drafts of the past, or like the past one, because that past draft was pretty solid in all fairness. And I think that will be it. Just those, what, 6 I think that was? Yeah, that is fine with me. Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, I could go for some B minuses, but I'm just gonna wait on that. I'm not too worried about that. So let's just see what's out there for this team. What we could add. William Nylander is out there, and honestly, that is incredibly intriguing because I've been talking about how I feel like we really need someone good offensively for that top line with Nolan Patrick and Travis Konechny, and I mean, I feel like William Nylander could definitely provide to that line, but he wants a very long contract, and he wants a lot of money that unfortunately we just don't have. Yeah, what is that? Jan Ruta? Oh, okay, Juha Ruta. That's Rutu. Sorry, yeah, I was gonna say Jan Ruta. What the hell? This guy just grew an unprecedented amount. Unbelievable, but never mind. Obviously, so let's take a look at potential-wise here. Oh my God, so many good players. Who's this guy? He's an RFA. Never mind. LeBeau. I mean, I'm gonna sign him a low elite forward. Why not? Might as well. Hines, same thing. Just kidding. He's an RFA. Klim Kostin. Again, not that I really need a forward, but Noel Gunler, sure, why not? I'll just offer him a contract. Might as well. And then now let's go and take a look at a goalie. Let's see if there's any decent potential goalies out there. I mean, Ernie is decent, but went to free agency. I could bring him back, but I'd have to give him a decent amount of money. I might go for Wolf here, Dustin Wolf. Although I'm a little scared he's too high of an overall, just because I do want to make sure that Amari McGrath is getting the starting ice time. I think I'm going to go for Quinn Yashin here, 67 at 20. We'll offer him an ELC, and that really is alright for goalies. That's all we really needed to do. So now a look at defensemen. We obviously need a left-handed defenseman for our team. Jacob Slavin would be sick, but that's a lot of money, which, I mean, we technically do have, but I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, that makes our decor really, really, really good, and that puts Ghost on the third pair, though. That's an expensive third pairing. Brady McNabb, I'm guessing was not playing, and honestly, I wouldn't really be opposed to this, just because I feel like we need more of a defensive defenseman. So yeah, McNabb has not played in a couple of seasons. He's an 82 though. I mean, he only wants $1 million. He wants her for 2 years. I mean, not really opposed to that, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do Brady McNabb 2 years. Sure, I don't know why he's not getting the chance, but that is fine with me. It helps us out, that's for sure. We'll see what he says. Now we need some AHL defensemen. Is that Ryan? Yes, it is. Ryan O'Rourke, but just kidding. He's an RFA. Nikita Oktyuk. Is he Russian? Yes, he is. Not bad. Very good defensively. Gonna keep going, though. Samu Numelin. Yeah. I was gonna say that's actually a player we just... You know what? He honestly isn't that bad. 65 at 19. I mean, he's a low top 4, so... if he was a low top 6, then definitely no. But honestly, not that bad. I really don't know why I didn't sign him in all fairness. But let's move on to the next potential. Emil Viro. Interesting. Pretty interesting player, I'm not gonna lie. Who's this guy? Nolan Allen. Interesting. Would like to find a decent potential and a decent overall at a young age. I'm even struggling to find anyone under 23. 21? Kress? Maximilian Kress? I mean, 70 at 21 isn't great. It's a lot of money. I'm just going to lower his ELC a little bit, though, and hope that that's alright. Is that Xavier Bouchard? Yes, it is. I'm pretty content with all of those contracts that we sent out. So let's see what happens here. We're getting some scouts. McLennan and Chesina for a third and a fourth. No, thank you. LA, no, thank you. Another accept, another accept, another accept, and another accept. Looking like every one of the scouts had accepted. Newman, does accept. Yashin accepts. LeBeau accepts. I'm guessing the next day we hear from McNabb. McNabb accepts. Gunler accepts. Kress accepts, and that is everything, if I'm not mistaken. That should be everything. Now, before I continue the simulation, I just want to take a look at the record book, because I don't think I looked at it. I can't remember, though. So, yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, never mind. I did look at this. So, of course, Giroux next season will most definitely surpass Bill Barber in the goal total for the franchise lead in goals. Carter Hart will probably pass Ron Hextall in the win column. Giroux obviously has the most points. He'll hit his 1300th point. I don't know if Giroux passes Clark in assist, but you never know. And Claude Giroux, I mean, he definitely could hit the point total next season. I'm intrigued to see what happens, but we shall see. So I am going to end the episode here, kind of make it a bit of a surprise for you guys in the next one of what this team is actually going to look like. So hopefully you guys all did enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.